what's up, everybody? Welcome to The Stack. I'm Alex.
I'm Justin.
I am Pete, and this is not a comic book shirt, but it was in a comic book, so it counts.
How is that? The colors, yellow and blue, are in a comic book this week.
Yep.
So,
Today we're going to talk about the Trials of Shazam.
today we're going to take it to the max. Alex, let me just put that out there before you get too caught up.
Welcome to the shirt. Today we're going to talk about shirts. What we're actually going to talk about is Trials of Shazam, Marvel Zombies 2, Crime Bible, 5 Lessons of Blood. We're going to get to a speed round, and we're going to get to one of your viewer questions. So let's get right into it.
Let's do it.
First title we're going to talk about, Trials of Shazam. This title is awesome.
Yes.
Pick up the whole series and then read this one. Don't start in the middle. It's so good. The art is different every time, and it's excellent every time.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
actually agree with him. It's very good.
You didn't like the series
I
originally.
haven't liked the series as much, but this one kind of saves the whole thing for me. And it makes me second
there's
guess
a lot of,
myself and maybe want to
tearing
read
off
back a
heads and
couple.
things. Is that
Yeah.
why?
Well, she fights a giant tiger. How cool is that?
Yeah.
It is pretty great. It's Talkie Tawny, in case you're wondering.
Yeah.
The cute little talking tiger is like, I'm not so cute anymore.
Yeah. Just like Alex.
Like, literally like that.
I would never call him cute.
What?
No, I mean, like, you're like, "Arr," like you're ripping off this completely oversized shirt.
Oh, man.
Come on! I'm not cute anymore!
Stop taking it to the max, please.
I can't help it. Did you take that off of, like,
This
Hulk
is my
Hogan?
dad's shirt. This is my dad's shirt. Okay, Trials of Shazam is really, really great. A couple of people actually on the forum and postings and stuff were wondering, hey, how do I get into Shazam books? This is a great way of doing it.
Yeah, I don't usually like the character Shazam, but this is great. And also, the storyline follows the kind of the same thing they're doing with Thor right now, but it's way better than Thor.
I would just start with this issue.
No, I think I said.
Don't listen to this.
All right, speaking of issues you probably shouldn't start with, let's talk about the latest issue of Marvel Zombies 2. Second issue of, obviously, the sequel miniseries to the smash hit of last year. What'd you guys think about it so far?
I mean, it's very similar to the last one. It's very hilarious, very good.
Really?
I
Hilarious?
I keep thinking
Call
it's
it hilarious.
Yeah, I do.
I wouldn't call it so hilarious.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, not like, oh, it's deadly serious, but it's not that
That's
funny.
fun. It is about zombies.
You didn't laugh with the whole "Are we there yet?" And they was like, "I'm gonna kill you," and it was like 2 little kids
No.
fighting in the backseat.
It actually feels kind of forced to me, honestly.
Yeah, I agree with
I
Alex.
like the first series a lot, and the second series.
You're just gonna
Just feel-
spit in my face like that in front of them?
It's like if
No,
you
I'm
like
gonna spit in your face later.
if you like Robin Williams style of humor, you might find this book interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of riffing. There's like, oh, hey, what's going on? Oh, I'm a rabbi. Oh,
That's what we do here.
Yeah,
All
yo,
we do
yo,
is
yo,
riff.
homie, what's up?
Don't
Oh, I'm a bird
compare
now.
us to Robin
oh,
Williams.
I'm a black bird.
Don't you
Oh,
ever do that.
Come on. Oh, I'm a robot now. Oh. That's my Robin Williams.
That's a great impression. Not so vocally, not so, but physically.
I thought it was
Oh, come on. It's
very
not
funny,
your fault.
very enjoyable.
It's not your fault.
What?
It's not your fault. It's not
Oh,
your
Is that-
fault.
this- oh,
this is
this
horrible.
is-
not your fault.
Anyways,
It's-
this book is
It's not
good.
your fault.
It's Goodwill Hunting. We're doing Goodwill Hunting.
I know what you're doing.
Robin Williams was in it.
Yeah, that's great. That was great.
Anyways,
This is gold.
A stick, a belt, and a wrench, and say choose. You know what I choose? A wrench.
This is great. For fans of shirts and Goodwill Hunting, we'll be doing this all show. Last thing we're going to talk about, Crime Bible, 5 Lessons of Blood. I am really enjoying this series a lot
you would.
because I like things that are well done.
This
Yeah,
is bloody
maybe.
and with breasts. That's your wheelhouse. Literally.
I understand the bloody, but why would you say the breast?
You like breasts.
Are you insulted by the fact that
Yeah,
you
I
just
know.
said you like
No,
breasts?
whoa, I'm on board with the blood, but breasts, I draw the line there.
No, I just feel that like I'm not one of those guys who like, hey guys, check out this comic has boobs in it. I'm not that guy, but I do enjoy a good
Yeah,
blood
keep,
fest.
keep saying that, people. Greg Rucka is writing a really, really smart series that
Yes.
explores the character of the Question and explores the idea of the Crime Bible, which is essentially like the anti-Bible.
Yeah.
It's exactly what you would expect it to be.
This is it's a really smartly written series. It's one of the, it's gonna be great. It's only 5 issues, but I feel like they're gonna, as long as people continue to read it, it'll develop.
Yeah,
more
absolutely.
and more, I think.
And we were talking about this a little bit on an earlier show about issues of gay characters
Yes.
in comic books. This is somebody treating a gay character very, very well, I think.
And there's sex depicted, which when I read it, I was like, I don't think I've ever really seen that in comics.
Yeah.
Now I kind of feel bad because I thought it was another one of the crappy countdown books, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to read it.
Oh, so you didn't even read it?
No. I hate
What?
52 so
You
much.
sat here insulting it and you didn't even bother to read it?
No,
Well, he
I
doesn't
don't
like
like
the
Countdown.
cover.
I don't like Countdown. I don't like 52. I'm so over the whole Final Crisis.
Paper, ink, he hates all those things.
Great. Cool. After the break, we'll talk about some more stuff Pete didn't read.
Crime and Punishment.
Moby Dick.
You're being kind of a Moby Dick.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back. I'm sorry, I was still kind of thrown by the fact that you don't read comic books.
Yeah.
I do read comic
You
books.
cover it well.
I just, I do like to protest things that I believe in, so screw you.
Yeah.
All right, fine.
It's a big riot over this.
Let's move on and do the speed round.
So, Fear Agent, it's a new arc. I'm a big fan. It's very enjoyable, but it was a little too soon with, him hitting on other women. We're still getting over the last arc.
Did you read it?
Yes!
Okay, just making sure. Let's talk about Jack of Fables. This series is great. This series is actually funny, and I enjoy it every single issue, so pick it up.
You didn't think it was forced funny? You thought it was actually funny?
Yes, I did.
Think Robin Williams funny or Jim Carrey funny?
Oh, I don't know. Oh, maybe I'm a bird. No.
Stop doing your impressions. World War Hulk Frontline. Great corollary. It actually dealt with the destruction of New York, which none of the World War Hulk After Smash books have done so far. Good read.
Do you feel like it took it to the max?
Yes.
Nice. All right. Let's talk about Crossing Midnight.
each other.
Crossing Midnight is a great series. This particular arc is really starting to amp up the action, and it's very, very tense.
All right. So, Firstborn continues to be great. A lot of hype behind it, and it continues to hold true to that. The art is fantastic. It's very enjoyable.
The art on the cover?
No, the
I'm just checking because I feel
Oh
like that's the
my
only
God!
thing you saw.
You know,
We're going to blows.
You put him in his father's
Hey.
shirt, and he's gonna get angry like that. He's gonna get
It's
more.
not your fault. It's not your
Don't
fault.
play with, not you, Alex. Not you.
We just watched Good Will Hunting before we started the show.
All right,
Anyway,
over on the forums, Bouncing Boy posted an interesting question, which was, do you prefer comic movies based off classic arcs or the ones that they create for their own stories? And are there any classic arcs that you would love to see made into a movie? So what do you guys think? Classic arcs in movies or original stories?
Well, I would like, as a comic book fan, I felt like being Transformers, as an example, like, I was in love with Transformers as a kid. I watched the
classic
movie.
Transformers.
Yeah, well, I'm using it as an example, if you would please allow
You know
me.
that one, that classic arc where they turn from cars into
bad example.
Well, anyways, it was the first thing that came to my mind. I'm sorry we don't have writers on the show, Dick. So anyways.
They're on strike right now.
Yeah, I know. So I just feel that, like, as a fan, if you enjoy something, you would like a little taste of the classics and not having them ruin it, but also like to see them go somewhere with it, which is also enjoyable.
Plus, they have to write it a non-classic arc for the people who aren't comic fans. Because if you jump into Days of Future Past, people are gonna be like, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, something like X3, for example, which took the Dark Phoenix saga and was like,
And ruined it.
yeah, it was awful. That
Yeah.
I would rather they had just done an original story and not bothered with it.
Yeah.
That being said, in terms of classic arcs that you would like to see on film, something like Kraven's Last Hunt
Oh,
would be
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of awesome.
That
as a
would be
movie.
cool.
Wouldn't
And
it
it
be
would
great?
really work, I think, because it's just one villain and one
Yeah,
very
exactly.
specific
I think
goal.
it needs to be something that, yeah, exactly like that.
A simple story that they can
And not
attach
like
all
8
the...
villains trying to, yeah.
Yeah, like Spider-Man 3 did a poor job of combining all these
Yes.
villains and all of a sudden...
Is there any? Are there any other classic arcs that you guys would like to see on film?
I would like to see Peanuts classic art where
Oh, that's where
Charlie
your
Brown,
shirt came
yes,
from,
where
right?
Charlie Brown gets to kick the football. That's what I would like to see.
Wow.
You know that's not a comic book, right?
And that never
Yeah.
happened.
I know, but that's what I would like to see happen.
Pete, let me ask you, do you like apples?
No.
I got a number. How do you like them apples?
I knew you were going there.
All right. If you have any questions or things you want us to talk about on the show, email us at tips@pulpsecret.com or submit your videos on YouTube, or you can upload them on our website, pulpsecret.com. And the quickest way to talk back is to do it in the comments box right below this video. We can't get to all your questions, of course, but we do respond to almost all of them at pulpsecret.com/blog. And if you like the stack, and you're going to love the Pulp Secret forums at forum.pulpsecret.com. As we've said before, we're getting ready for our end of the year wrap up.
Oh,
So
Yeah. It's
log
It's gonna
on
be
to
big.
the forums.
It's gonna be huge.
Yeah.
For best of the year, worst of the year, best holiday gifts, and let us know what you think.
Best T-shirts, best Goodwill Hunting quotes, all the
Yeah, and,
favorites.
yeah, best shirts, best episode of Peanuts where he got to kick the wheel, and best scene in Goodwill Hunting. We especially want to know that. Thank you guys so much. We'll see you next time on
I
the
gotta
set.
go see about a girl.